Hi, I'm Emily.
And I'm Hayley.
After meeting online, we became international best friends who bonded over how hard it is to find success in the entertainment industry.
Join us and our celebrity co-authors as they help us write the book on how to make it.
And, more importantly, uncover what making it even means.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Lail, and I wanted to be a veterinarian when I grew up.
So did Hayley.
I
I was very into animals.
Yeah, and Emily wanted to be a cat.
Also good.
Yeah. Which I thought
Throwing
was quite
me under the bus.
representative.
No time for that in the next life.
It's not throwing you under the bus, Emily. These are conversations that we've had in the public domain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
What's your
mine-
cat's name?
Joe or Joseph.
Oh, you can't say that yet because that's my slightly surprising facts about you.
Okay, we'll talk about your cat.
It's okay. They still.
Can we just move on?
Yeah, you can. Hayley, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about your journey from vet to actor,
Yeah.
but we move on to a section that is called Two Slightly Surprising Facts Off the Internet, and my one was that you have a cat named Joe.
Mhm. But she's a girl, Joe.
Right.
Oh.
And that's actually the name she had when I fostered her. And so
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I got her before you, for what it's worth. So she came before the show. And I just decided to like imbue it with some meaning. And I've decided she's Josephine March from Little Women.
Oh, I love that.
She's here.
I love that.
It's so funny.
Lovely.
So when you start do you say, "Oh my God, you have the same name as my female cat"?
I did not say that. I don't know why that never occurred to me.
It's an icebreaker.
I did. Yeah.
Bless you. I kind of now we've been there. I want to go back to the vet thing. So what was the journey, or was that just like one of those childhood things that you kind of?
Yeah, I think it was just a career that I knew existed.
Yeah.
As a kid. I was also probably interested in astronaut and teacher because those were, again, like the things that felt possible. Because I had like a space book and I went to school. But I loved animals, and I was really into the idea until I realized you'd have to like stick your hand in the cow.
Wait, do you watch Friends?
Of course I watch Friends, and I'm shocked that I don't know immediately what you're talking about.
Joey says, "I wanted to be a veterinarian, but then I found out you have to stick your hand into cows and
I
stuff."
have not heard this.
Wow. There
I'm
you go.
currently rewatching Friends. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I know it so well.
That was the
You're gonna
first
hit
thing I
everything.
thought of when you said that, and I was like, I have to bring it up. And then you said, "Stick your hands into cows," and I
It's
was,
true. I think I saw some like documentary on TV where they were doing it, and I thought, oh, I don't want to do that. And I realized I love animals, and it would be very difficult for me to have to give
Oh,
them medical
yeah.
attention. You know, you have to make
Yeah.
them uncomfortable, or
yeah. Also, the
Yeah.
worst day at work would be the worst day.
yeah.
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 So it's
Very
for the
difficult decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be a very emotional vet. And I would be like whispering to all the animals, trying to help them cross over to the next life.
Did you know that there's such thing as pet or animal life coaches?
No.
But recently I've had a number of friends have psychics, animal pet psychics.
What?
So you can communicate with your pet directly.
Are you in LA?
New York.
Oh wait. Okay. I'm right outside New York and New Jersey. I was thinking that you were in LA because the person I know who has a life coach for their dog is in LA.
Is that not just a dog trainer?
Listen, they're probably making a lot of money for now.
The
So
life-
that might be the real draw.
I don't know what to do with that, with the life coach for the dog.
Does Josephine need a life coach?
No, she's living. I mean, look at her.
She's thriving.
She's having the best time.
And we communicate just fine, I think. I know what she's trying to say to me most of the time. I do think she has like short-term memory loss though.
Sure.
You know, I'll be like, I just fed you.
Yeah. Oh. That's what she wants you to think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I think she's happy as a clam. But I am interested. I could see myself one day hiring a psychic just to see. I could see myself being influenced in that way. Definitely.
Yeah, it's kind of fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can also see me coming back as a cat, Emily, actually, looking at how comfortable Joe is there.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's most of the day sleeping or staring out the window.
Listen,
dream.
When your dad tells you as a toddler you can be anything you want, I was like, great.
Cat.
I would like to be a cat.
Were
And
you
he was
ever
like,
a cat for Halloween?
I really liked Marie from the Aristocats.
Of course, I'm obsessed with the Aristocats.
I love the Aristocats.
So
I'm into the geese though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I liked perching on stools and licking my arms, and I was like, this career was made for me. And then he said, you can't be a cat, which was conflicting information after what he had just told me. He said, you're a person. So then I had to start all over.
And here you are.
And here we are, doing a job that did not exist.
Back in the day.
In the day. My surprising fact for you is that you were on an episode of Robot Chicken.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was a dream. I loved it. It's the one and only time, outside of ADR where I've done voiceover acting, and it was a pure delight. You can just roll up, put on the headphones. It's just you in the booth, and you just like throw everything onto the wall and see what sticks. And it was so fun. I loved it. I think I got that gig because I had played Princess Anna from Frozen in Once Upon a Time. And they were like, oh, well, maybe she could do that. And here's a few other characters. I was like, great. It's ideal.
Robot Chicken.
Oh, you don't know Robot Chicken?
No. Do explain. It sounds fascinating.
How would you explain Robot Chicken to someone outside of the United States?
And animation. That would be an animated.
This makes more sense.
TV series. Yeah. I don't really know how I would explain it, but you should definitely watch.
Let me see what the internet.
See what the tagline is.
What does the internet say about Robot Chicken? Well, it won't give you a different answer in England.
Right.
Pop culture parodies using stop motion animation of toys, action figures, and dolls. Yeah, it's like a
comedy.
Yeah, I want to say it's almost a more tame version of South Park.
Right. A mad scientist brings back a dead chicken to life and tortures it by forcing the chicken to watch random TV shows. Is that?
Yeah.
That's great. I'm down with that.
See if they have it on, what's that app that lets you watch Sky? What is it? They might have it. You should.
Apparently they've got it on Apple TV.
Oh, great. Well, you've got a new Robot Chicken fan here.
Fantastic. That's my evening viewing.
Did that make you want to do more auditions for voiceover work after you saw how lovely it was?
Yes, absolutely. I don't, but I certainly would like to.
I was going to say, it's a shame that in you played you and not Joe, because all Joe does is ADR.
Voiceover. That was hard. That was hard because on the day, it's really just the AD reading.
Yes.
So you're doing a scene, but while you're doing a scene, somebody is on the side going, and I think she looks really beautiful with her hair like that. Like really just like just reading it cold.
Have you seen the YouTube videos where they take the ADR out?
No. What is that?
Oh my God. It's amazing.
Is it less good or?
It's just funny.
Yeah.
You're like, what are they doing? It's just like your face. and there's
Staring.
there's no sound.
Just staring.
Or he'll be walking and it's just silent.
Yeah.
It's very moody. More moody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I was going to say the first thing seeing your face on screen is I feel like I need to protect you at all costs after being such a big fan of that show. But I guess it's too late.
Well, that's a good response. That says something nice about you.
I just love the show, and you're the original you, and
I know. She was doomed.
I know. I did see an interview where you said that you would stay in the cage.
Yeah, the last scene or the last episode, I would just lay there.
Really?
It was just easier than like walking to your chair and pretending to be fine. You know what I
mean? Stay in it.
Yeah, it's not even. It was just like, and it had a rug. It was like somewhat comfortable. And it was like being on stage because it was really lit, and everyone is working around the cage. And my stand-in would have to sit there anyways. And I was like, this is fine. Let me just be in the cage and use it.
So the stand-in got to spend extra time at Crafty.
Yeah.
I bet she was thrilled.
They have a tough gig. That's a tough job.
Yeah.
Definitely. Beck's got to be one of the most debated characters on Netflix, right? Female characters. Just in terms of like misunderstandings about her. And
I don't think there's like misunderstandings. I think it's just like anything. Everyone has their own opinion about everything. And it gets mirrored back to them through characters or through stories, and something like is really offensive to them or is wonderful to them. Like, I just think it's interesting how like TV goers are so desperately wanting people to be like Beck specifically. They like wanted her to be better than she was because she was a victim, which I think says something huge about our society, which is like, well, if you're the victim of something, you have to be a perfect person, which is a wild ask. Whereas everyone is rooting for this guy because they're getting, in his head, they're getting his therapy sessions in real time, and they're like, yeah, I could see.
Oh yeah,
they killed that guy.
Yeah, because you're programmed to root for the hero, but then who is the hero?
There isn't one. There isn't. There really, maybe not until the last season. Anyway, so it's very interesting how like polarizing she can be, how people like to hate her because she wasn't perfect.
I think it was a tampon, right? That he had. Didn't he have a tampon, or was it underwear?
Oh, was it a tampon?
I feel like it was a tampon. Was that your season? Somebody had once you've got to use I'm like, I know who the bad guy is.
Did you read all yours?
It might have been maybe it was your underwear, and then it was somebody else's. I hope I'm not making this up.
I don't know if I used the tampon, but to be honest, I don't remember everything. It's been a minute.
Well, okay. Anyway, even under. Haley, do you want to move us on?
I'm sorry. Let's go back to the career. I feel like we've skipped a bit. Like, how did we come into acting, Elizabeth? What brought us here?
Well, I mean, that's such like a huge question. Because
it is.
Everything that ever happened to me has brought me here.
So what happened?
Yeah, like the short answer is my mom forced me to audition for a play because she thought it's something I would enjoy. And I was very shy and terrified, but I ended up doing that play. And it's basically like the one after-school activity I never stopped doing.
Oh, fantastic.
That's really how it happened. And I recently realized like a big part of my proclivity to acting was finding my community. Like, especially when you're young, I was like 12 or something. And suddenly, like, you're like, oh, this is somewhere where I feel like I belong, as opposed to in school, you're always kind of like, where I was always kind of feeling a little outside of things, or a little weird, or just a little like behind in life. I didn't feel that way in theater. I was like, this is joyful, this is wonderful, these are my people. And I think I've been chasing that ever since. That feeling of belonging.
What was the play?
7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
Oh.
And I wasn't even one of the 7. I was like Dorcas's sister. And I think that was the name. Like Dorcas. I had one line. It's in the community theater.
Please tell me you remember the line.
I don't.
Oh.
I know, but I bet you there's videotape of it somewhere. Knowing my dad, I bet you it exists.
Did you, like, after you'd done bits of theatre, did you kind of do the student film route?
I did like the drama school route, which involves some student films. But I went to acting summer camps. And
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like as a kid, because it was my best friend and I, she and I, that's another big part of it. That's why I say community was so huge, because I like grew up in a place where actor was not like a job option. Yeah. And there was no clear path. But my best friend, who I met doing theater, was like, I want to be an actress. And so I was like, oh, me too. I want to be an actress. And so we decided we would be actresses together. And so we did summer camps together. And then we applied to, I did a high school program at a drama conservatory, which I then went to that school for college. So that was kind of like the stepping stones.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Is your friend still acting?
Yes.
Oh.
Amazing. That's 100% success rate.
Yeah. I think it just shows the power of belief, and it shows the power of like not feeling alone in something. I think you need that, especially in this kind of career and industry. You need either peers or teachers going like, hey, you can do this. I do feel like my high school theater teacher was like, hey, you can do this, even though I'm sure I was not that great. I know I was not that great, but I loved it, and I was willing to work at it.
That's it. It's the capacity to work, isn't it?
Yeah.
For sure.
Some people are great though from a young age. I work with a lot of like child actors, and I'm amazed. I could not have done it as a child, not professionally.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
No, it's hard, isn't it? I think you need a very specific kind of scaffolding as a child actor. We've just been talking about it on our previous, with our previous guest, because he's worked with a lot of child actors, and yeah, it's a particular kind of parent that creates a really good, well-rounded child actor.
Yeah, that ends up healthy and happy as well.
Yeah, exactly. Who isn't mentally broken by it.
Yeah, but a lot of like actors, I realize I'm like, oh, you've been working since you were 14 or 12, or like a lot of actors, they manage that craziness. I didn't become a professional until I was 22, and it's been, touch and go as an adult, so I can't imagine being a kid.
Yeah, we were talking to one of the actors from Welcome to Derry. Do you know that?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I want to.
It's visually brutal, and so he was referring to like the things that the kids have to see and interact with, and then be like 10.
Yeah, you grow up fast on a film set.
Yeah,
it's very common to have like swear jars and things. Because it's a bunch of adults.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, how do you consent to that at 10 years old?
Yeah.
But you do end up, you shoot things in different ways, don't you? So they don't have to see things, and it's only implied. And
I would hope so.
And if the parent is always there, the parent or the teacher is always there.
Yeah. as long as they understand what's kind of happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to? Sorry,
No.
I'm going into work zone now. I have this quite a lot where I have to refer young people to child psychologists just in case they don't, because you can't.
You gotta tell again. You always skip over your job title.
I'm an intimacy coordinator, and sometimes you work with very young people, and that something is implied, but they're not actually doing it. And you have to prove consent. You have to be able to prove that they have contextual understanding
Of what it is,
which you don't want them to sometimes. So then there's a whole process.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh my.
Haley,
Anyway,
why don't you take us in to? Do you want to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's? Would you want to?
Yeah, my daughter's just a huge fan and is upstairs nerding out right now. Yeah, like
how old is your daughter?
She's 13. It's probably massively inappropriate.
No, I think that's a good age.
Yeah, absolutely. But she's not weirded out by animatronics.
That's good. You're not likely to run into an animatronic in your day-to-day life. You're less likely to be, haunted after watching it.
This is true. This is true. Did you have any concept of like the fan base of those movies before you started that job?
I did not really. Because I had never played it. I had never heard of it, to be honest. And I auditioned for it, and then I met with Emma, the director, and my team, my agency was like, "Oh, the IP is huge." And I was like, "What does that even mean? I don't know what that means." And yeah, I still don't think I really realized like what a big deal it was until the first movie came out, and so many people went to the movies, and then they went to the movies again, like in these massive friend groups, and that was really cool. It was like, whoa, this is amazing. People go to the theaters.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen like that anymore. Not really.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched that movie.
I'm sorry.
And also for her GCSE film studies, that's the qualification that you do over here for high school. She's done like an analysis of it.
Of the movie?
So you're part of the coursework as well.
Oh wow, I love that.
Haley, before we're done, you have to get her.
She'll be mortified. She'll be absolutely mortified.
Oh yeah.
We'll do it before this. We have because
I would be happy. Happy to.
Extra credit. Wait, so do you have a concept there in the UK of like what Chuck E. Cheese is? Do you know?
Yeah, only 3 movies though.
Okay, because that was the first thing. I didn't know about the game either, and then that was the first thing that I'm sure came to a lot of people's minds was Chuck E. Cheese, and then I learned about the game. But I would assume, I guess it translates if you've heard of.
Yeah. I get the concept of it. I've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, that's okay. Great pizza.
What am I missing out on at Chuck E. Cheese, guys?
The pizza.
The pizza's great.
Is it?
The tokens.
And the tickets.
The tickets. Like the prizes are, I mean, I haven't been in.
Is he a giant rat?
Charles Entertainment Cheese?
Yeah. Is it a rat?
Yeah, he's a rat. He's like the original pizza rat.
I know, which is funny
because of the New York City subway pizza rat.
Yeah. He lives on it.
Yeah, Haley, it's like it was a place where every kid had their birthday party.
Yeah, I get you.
And I would go on the weekends with my brother. It was your social status was your token count.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you just going back to the actual point for a minute? Do you get stopped a lot by teenagers then, like correcting you on the law?
So far nobody's corrected me yet, thank God.
Well, she didn't write. Elizabeth didn't write.
I know, but I could just imagine.
I also technically I was told my character is not really based on the game, even though there is a Vanessa in the games. technically I'm not her. So,
Right.
so technically I can't do anything wrong.
That's true.
But if somebody wanted to tell me something about the lore, I would be happy to hear it. Like Piper on our set, she was always telling me things. And I don't and what I really don't understand is like where it comes from. Like how does she know? Like where is this lore? Is it just online? You know what I
I
mean?
feel like there must be a big Reddit thread somewhere.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I'm yeah, I'm big into Reddit, but I only am into like the Office Reddit and Friends Reddit, like things that exist. I don't know of the depths of Reddit when I don't dive into anything that I'm unfamiliar with. That's a dangerous territory, I feel like.
I haven't Reddited it anything. Reddited it anything.
Reddited.
The Friends Reddit, that's interesting to me.
It's
What,
just people being like, it's just like,
what were they thinking?
like why was no people will just ask questions like, hey, why was Rachel so mad about this, like what's your like it's really harmless, like I've posted in the Office one, this is embarrassing, but I've been like, hey, does anyone think that thank you, Haley, does anyone think that Erin was too hard on Andy? And people will be like, it's just,
It's a place to get confirmation on your thoughts.
yeah, it's not a place to be like, you guys, let's meet at midnight and like like I'm not in that version of Reddit, but I imagine that's where it comes from. Did Piper play the game? Do you know, before she got
Big time, big time. Not only does
Oh,
she play the game, she makes her own animations of the game. Like at this,
Right.
she's so deep into the game
Super
that
fan.
she can write her own fan fiction, and she makes them into like animated movies.
so that must have been amazing to go to the set and see the things. And like, what is the equivalent of that for you, of like something where you could, if you could?
I think the equivalent for me was probably when I was like 5 years old, seeing Cinderella for the first time at Walt Disney World.
Sure, yeah.
I think that is that, which is like you're seeing a real life princess, was such a big deal to me as a child. I don't know if that exists for me anymore, which is sad.
You don't have like a show or something that like you'd be like, oh my god.
Well, I was told while I was in LA that there was like a fall themed Gilmore Girls experience. And I did say to myself, if I had more time here, that would be a priority. And you know what? When I was like 14, I saw Lauren Graham
Oh,
like outside of a theater in New York. When I was here, it was like the chorus. And I had her sign my hand. It was such an exciting, she's probably my first famous person I've ever come into contact with.
that's amazing. The fall, I will say, the Gilmore Girls fall thing was great. I was working at Warner Brothers at the time.
Oh, you were, so you just got to do it.
I have a picture of myself like under the Lukes.
Yeah, I would have been very happy doing that. Not
Yeah.
maybe still not as happy as Piper was on the set of Five Nights at Freddy's, but that's because I've died a little on the inside as I've gotten
Sure.
older. But that's another issue.
Hey, it's to be expected with life.
Yeah, I do think there's when it comes back to acting, that's a piece of it, which is like I've learned to like temper expectations just and have a detachment to things that helps me stay like healthy, grounded, and happy. But that can also like kind of cut off your capacity for joy as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like seeking the balance there.
Yeah. It's tricky.
Would you say that it was helpful that you you weren't like a super fan or had played the game before you got the role versus?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think Josh and I both had to spend a lot of time being like, okay, what's happening? Who is this? Why is this meaningful? And you know, at the end of the day, we're still just trying to like create some kind of like grounded, true like relationship experience. Like we're still coming at it just as actors, but I think it would have helped to have more context,
Well, I think your character has had, as does his.
especially her. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would like, but I think it's almost like you've distanced yourself in a way, like you're not necessarily a fan. You're trying to do like almost a due diligence, which is different than Piper's character, who's just very excited
Yeah,
about it.
she's trying to just like keep the peace
Yeah,
at like a terrible cost.
Yeah.
You know, at like a really terrible cost. At least in the first film.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Any funny stories from set? Put you on the spot.
No,
You're
that's always, I mean, we had a blast making it. The craziest thing that I remember is that was Piper when she gets possessed,
Hmm.
and the whole day she was in that kind of makeup and in
Yeah.
that costume. She was maniacally laughing constantly.
Oh God.
Like a piercing, terrifying laugh. Not while we're recording, just constantly.
Just in the meantime.
Yes. And I do think someone had to go like, okay, that's enough now because people were struggling to work because it was jarring and it was truly a terrifying laugh. Like a child maniacally laughing it was terrifying.
Yeah.
But I do
Nobody
think
wants that.
she like transformed and I
Method.
he went a little method, yeah. And I'll just never forget. I wish I could do the laugh for you. I can't.
Well, you
Yes.
kind of get possessed in the end. Do you
I know.
will you take on that method, cackling and
I couldn't. That's the thing. It's like I don't even have that skill. And if I do, I'd really have to like dig it up. It's dusty if it is.
start with a I guess a vocal coach now, and then you can.
Yeah. And see if it makes it in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna do a little random sidestep to the premiere. That red dress was
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank you.
There we go. That's it. That's all I have to say on the matter. It was just an incredible dress.
Thank
Loved
you.
it.
Thank
In
you.
my research, looking for this episode, I was like, "Oh, that's a very nice dress." I don't
Aw.
know anything about designers or anything. I can't possibly comment on any of it, but it was a lovely dress.
Thank you.
That wasn't really a sidestep. We're still.
Well, yeah, but it's like from the actual stuff to a dress.
Yeah.
I did want to ask, since Matthew Lillard plays your father in the films, how do you think Mystery Inc. would do solving this crime? Because he also plays Shaggy in
Oh, I
Scooby.
know. I love him as Shaggy. I love him also. I've told him this as Brock.
Yeah.
I love him. Anyways,
Hmm.
how they would do. I think there should be a crossover film. I think it's right up Scooby Doo alley.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Although
like,
Matthew would be playing like too many characters, maybe.
well, it reminds me of, I feel like in the 90s it was very, well, especially with Robin Williams, it was very like pull out, like other characters would appear and disappear. I know we're not in that era anymore, but yeah, it would have been cool to have a Shaggy cameo just for a second.
Maybe next time.
Maybe.
I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
Anyone can steal that idea.
Put it out on Reddit and see what the people say.
I'm now afraid to go in the Five Nights at Freddy's Reddit because I think it's gonna be way
Strong
above my, yeah.
Mhm.
It
So
seems
people
intense.
are down with it.
Just throw it in there and be like, what do we think of this?
I'm gonna get attacked by all the hardcore fans who are gonna be like, "How dare you!"
Yes, but it's not actually you getting
All right, listen, I'll do it and I'll let you know how it goes.
It's just the internet getting attacked.
I'll do it tonight. Listen,
That's why they can do the attacking.
that's true.
Like there's this like wall between us via the
That's
internet.
it. None of it's real.
That's how I think. I'm like, none of this is real.
None of it's real.
I'll open with that and then I'll
Yeah.
ask.
Oh, because there must be some really crazy stuff about you on Reddit.
Oh, I'm sure.
I bet there is. Like, that's not a rabbit hole you want to fall down. None of it's real.
No, and like I said at the beginning, everyone is experiencing the world through their own
The
perception
lens.
and
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
own mirror and their own lessons and stories. And it's wild how we try to like get everybody on our page, even
Yeah.
though we need some kind of like understanding. Anyways, it's humanity is
Yeah.
complicated.
Discourse is good sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not over the holiday season though, so nobody
Ding
get
dong
fired up.
merrily on
But
high.
wait until the new year.
Elizabeth, has anything like ever happened in your career where you've just kind of looked around and said, "Oh, this is ridiculous. Why am I doing this? What the heck am I doing here?" Like, has there been anything that's ever happened that's made you really question whether you want to carry on or not?
Oh.
That was a shudder.
Yeah, because like the question of something that would make you want to quit is a very that's a severe happenstance. I think
Yeah.
what comes to mind is I had an audition once, and the director said to me, "What, are you just not feeling it?"
What?
And as someone who is like a try hard and people pleaser and just works hard and like is particularly in an audition, you're wanting desperately to do your best. It was incredibly painful, and I do think, like looking back, I think he was trying to like get some kind of rise out of me for this scene.
Right.
That did not work. I shut down. I was like,
Oh yeah, that's not how you
no
do
longer,
that.
like, safe in that room. And then I cried like in my hotel room. Just for like a day. I cried. I mourned how awful it felt. Yeah, I would say it's luckily that hasn't happened a lot in my career where it's something's really like blatantly knocked me back, but that hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
It's
you
the
didn't have to.
vulnerability of that moment.
Yeah.
Because I'm already being vulnerable and trying my
Yeah.
best. So I don't know what, but I've decided, I was like, I know one day he's gonna want to work with me, and I'm not gonna want to work with him.
I was gonna say, on the bright side,
yeah.
you didn't have to work with that guy. Ugh.
No, it was just like everything. What's meant for you will be yours, and
We have gotten quite a few audition horror stories where people are just like, "Are you like?" It's just such a vulnerable thing, and then they either overhear something or get a
that would be
note.
awful. I've had someone like answer the phone during an audition, kind of like La La Land.
It's so rude.
I wouldn't even believe it if I saw it, because I'd be like, "There's no way this is actually happening."
Yeah, and you don't know what to do because it's not like they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
No.
It's just wild. I'm like, why don't you just talk to me like a person and say,
Yeah.
"I'm so sorry, I have to take this call." Done.
Yeah.
That would be better than just the.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just treating actors like puppets.
Yeah. But I will say again, it's like I've only had like one or two really horrific auditions, and everything else has been okay.
That's good.
Like either a nothing audition or a great. So
Yeah.
And now it's so much as self-tape that you.
it's a totally different world. Yeah, I feel lucky that I had. My career will be half, at least my 20s will be half in the room, half self-tapes.
Yeah.
And I guess the rest of my life self-tapes.
What was the audition process like for you? Because, I mean, the show you, not you as a, well, you as a person.
In the show.
This is like when I talk about it, I'm
Yes.
like, it's complicated, literally. But yeah, I'm wondering, because also I would find it probably very flattering because so much of it is about how beautiful you are. Like, it's just like, she's so beautiful. And I'd be like, oh, that's, well, until he.
Oh, you mean the show? Yes. That's
Yeah. Yeah, what was the audition process like for that? Was it the more intense stuff, or was it the more, like, meet cute
It
kind
was
of
the
stuff?
meet cute stuff. It was this first episode stuff. I mean, it was a little of like Beck suffering in her own silo of suffering, but it was. I did. Oh gosh, I can. It's crazy what you can't remember. I don't remember my first audition. I probably just did it in the room with casting, and then I did a chemistry read with Penn.
Right.
And that's always like a shot in the dark. You just never know. And I think we had good chemistry. And you know what? I had auditioned for something else for the producers and gotten very close. And I do think like I had kind of already proven myself to them once before, even though I didn't get the job. I think that they had an idea of me, and they were like, oh, she could do this.
Yeah.
Which is also a great lesson in everything leads to the next thing, and you never know.
Yeah.
That's
a nice headspace to be in, isn't it, as well, going into
good
those
lessons to learn. Yeah, to know that they're already a fan of you. It was nice. But then I had to go, prove myself to the network. I had to fly to LA and test. And it's like you and one other girl who looks like you, except a little bit different, which is, you're like, okay, here we go.
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an awkward thing because you're going into like a room of 20 people, and you're like, oh, hi.
Yeah, we interviewed an actress, and she said that after she had gotten this great role on this Apple TV show, like, she was going in for something, and a woman came up to her, looked just like her, and was like, you stole my part, and was like yelling at her and stuff. So I'm glad that you guys were cordial, because apparently it's not always.
That's sad. That's sad. Because I've been in audition situations where it'll be like me and the other girl, and we're in the same hotel, and we'll ride together to the audition, because it's like, what are you doing? Nobody can do what you can do.
Yeah.
Nobody's essence is your essence. And it doesn't always come down to talent. Sometimes it just comes down to essence. And it's like both auditions, if you're already there getting close, you've won.
Well, keeping that in mind, how would you define the phrase making it? Like, what does making it mean to you?
Yeah, I was thinking about this. I have decided today, as I thought about this, that making it for me would mean being a part of projects or creating your own projects that are in alignment with my authenticity, or nourishing and therefore like safe but challenging. But so much of it for me is because I think like my career thus far, I've been trying to be an actor. Like I've spent 10 years trying to be an actor, because like to be an actor was so far from the reality of my headspace. And now I'm like, oh, you know what I really want? It's not just to be an actor. It's to be a part of things that align with me and like fire me up, or do something to my creative spirit. That would be like, if you were doing that consistently, you have made it. And I think there are some people doing it consistently, like Leonardo DiCaprio, perhaps.
Yeah.
But some others as well. I think at a certain point you kind of like choose, like, are you an actor or are you an artist? And like, how much are you, like, at what cost?
Yeah. Totally.
So that's what it. And I do also believe you could do some element of that at any stage of wherever you're at.
Yeah.
because you might have to take a job just for the money, or just for the people, or just for the creative. You might not get everything you want
in one. Yeah.
But you can always kind of find what connects for you. Like what piece of that is in alignment, and then try to focus on that or grow that.
That's a great answer.
I like that.
What are some of the others? I'm so curious, like, what is it to anybody else?
It's wide ranging.
I mean, I think the overarching theme is that it's not a thing. Like, it's not an award. It's not a...
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because you'll still be wanting at the end of something.
I think the one that stuck out to me the most was Tim Haley, who said that he also an actor, who wanted to be able to walk into a room, and when people say, "Oh, what do you do?" be able to, I mean, he's a very consistently working, successful actor, but he still, every time he'd say, "I'm an actor," would feel, I don't know, not like he didn't have his chest out about it, or like they would then say, "Well, what was the last thing you were in?" And he's then like, "Oh, what if it was," so just kind of not caring about that, I thought was that's one that's really stuck out to me.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. That would be good as well.
Yeah.
So if you had to sum up this part of your career so far in a chapter title, so imagine this was the book of your life and this is the career journey so far, what would it be? I know these are incredibly...
No, I love them.
But this becomes the title of your episode.
It's a good...
Oh gosh, no pressure.
It's a good season for all of this because we're like starting anew next year.
Yeah.
According to numerology, according to social media. I think the title would be "You're Still Here. Now What?" Something like you survived. Now what? Something. There's also a song that's been so good to me lately called "Sympathy Magic."
Who's it by?
Florence and the Machine.
Cool.
And she's like, "Come on, tear me wide open till I'm losing my mind." And she's kind of singing about like, come on, I can take it. I feel very much like I have this, body of work behind me. I have like this life experience behind me. And I'm like, show me, like, take your best shot.
Yeah.
I know none of these are like succinct.
No, but that's really powerful as an image.
Yeah, but there is something like, yeah. There's also a lyric in the song. Sorry, I could talk about this song forever.
No, please do.
Where this is just what's resonating with me as a person, which of course is just intrinsically linked to my career, my artistry. Yeah. She says, "I no longer find worthiness of virtue. I no longer try to be good. It didn't keep me safe like you told me that it would."
Oh,
is that not so good?
That's incredible.
And that would also be, the title.
That's what the lyrics of the...
A little long. That's the quote underneath
the title. Yes.
Yeah. That's why it's like, okay, I survived.
Oh, our first quote under a chapter title.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh,
I've just found it on Spotify.
I'm going to add that in.
It's so good.
I know we're limited on time, but I don't, I mean, yeah, this is...
figure out how to make it.
Listen, I secretly email everyone before we start the podcast saying, pretend you don't know, so that Haley has to keep doing this podcast with me.
Well, I think you're right. It's so specific to each person, but there's like little nuggets of something.
Yeah.
And I hope my nugget is like...
That was great.
Your nugget is fantastic, Elizabeth.
That was, and listen, we've had repeat guests on, so if you want to come back in a year and tell us...
I figured it out.
Yeah.